shared in a press conference that 1989, 22 years ago, Coach Tarkanian gave me the opportunity to come to UNLV as a scholarship player and be part of 2 Final Four teams and to win a national championship. And even then, I was a good enough evaluator, which will serve you very well as a coach. I was a good enough evaluator to know that my playing time was going to be a little bit limited, and I understood that. I really did. But I always said the reason why I went to UNLV because I wanted to go someplace that had a chance to win a national championship. And after 1990, I remember looking at Larry one day because it was a recruiting class of Larry and me. I think he averaged 22 points a game and I averaged about 2, so we averaged 24 points together. But I looked at Larry after he won the national championship, coach, and I said, "What's so hard about this?" But great memories, and I think the thing that really stands on my mind most about Coach Tark is that, unfortunately, the Duke loss of 1991 was still fresh in my mind. Tough deal, and so the competitive juices were still flowing. I had planned to go to law school or medical school, and Coach Tarkanian came to me and he said, "You know what, I'm going to have a spot on my staff, and I see something in you that I think you can be a coach." And I never thought about it. My dad was a long-time high school coach. And now 20 years later, I stand up here, and I'm the head coach at a place where the person who gave me my start, Coach Tarkanian, is sitting here, and I owe it all to Coach, and I'll always appreciate that, Coach. So the way we're going to run our program is the way we know. The reason I got into coaching is because of coaches like Coach Gergerich and the way that they develop players. Now this program, again, is never going to be about me. I was talking to Stacey Augmon earlier today, and I just said, you know, I don't know why I'm the coach, but I'm excited about it. The thing that made me most excited about this process was it looked like it was going to be a former runner Rebel who was the coach, and I would have been supportive, whether it was me or whether it was Reggie. What a great Rebel Reggie is and was and always will be. But this program is about these players, and again, as good a day as it was for the Rice family yesterday to get the call from President and from Jim and from the Board of Regents, the highlight of my day, of our day, was to meet with these guys because Coach Kruger did an unbelievable job recruiting. This is the best defensive team in America. This is a team that really wants to win. Great conversation with Coach Kruger as my wife was driving from Provo yesterday. And what I will tell all of you is we're going to defend just like that. We're going to build on what great job that Coach Kruger did, and we're going to play like the Runner Rebels. And every time these guys go in the weight room, every time they're on the practice floor, every time they're even walking to class, maybe we'll even run to class instead of walking to class. Next November, it's going to be time to play, and we're going to guard, and we're going to push the ball, and we're going to share it, and we've got enough guys right here. But our philosophy is going to be, we're going to be the hardest practicing team in America, and we're going to try to win our next game. And if we play hard, and we play together, and we share the ball, we deserve to win, and that's what these guys are going to do. So again, one thing that we've always said is what really makes UNLV and the Las Vegas community so special is fans who are passionate, fans who care, and it's pretty obvious from the last week that the fans here are awfully passionate, and that actually is a really, really good thing. And so we just, again, we look forward to the future, and we're building on the past. And there's been so many great coaches and players, many of the former players and coaches who've had a great impact on my life are here. And then also the thing that was really special for me about being at UNLV is lifelong relationships with faculty members, and I see many of them here. Faculty members that I'm looking forward to being able to see again on a regular basis. And my experience here was not just Coach Tarkanian and winning. That was a huge part of it. And it was not just the camaraderie of a national championship team, but it was classmates, and it was faculty members in a great institution and great presidents who've been here before. And so we just look forward to a really bright future because of an unbelievable past, Coach. And so thanks so much. It's an honor. And again, it'll never be about me. It'll always be about these guys. It'll be always about you, and it'll be about Runner Rebel tradition and pride. And we're going to push the ball, and we're going to play how you want us to play.
Yeah! Mindy some questions.
Yes.
Yeah. This is your chance.
Okay.
I'd like to take them. Anyway. Don't be scared.
I think the other thing, real quickly before a question, is that recruiting is going to be really, really important to us. And understand that our number one and our first recruiting base, there are great players in the city of Las Vegas. And we need to keep as many of those guys home as we possibly can. I won't tell you where I was, but I was recruiting someplace this past week. And I will tell you that unbelievable. There were more Rebel fans in the gym than there were coaches who were there watching. And there were a heck of a lot of coaches there. So, if there are questions, be happy to answer them. Yes, sir. You know, we got great news today. Justin Hudson from San Diego State. It was almost like National Letter of Intent Day, because I was waiting for that contract to come across the fax machine, and I told Justin, I said, you need to send this so I can tell all these great Rebel fans that you're going to be a Rebel now too. And so Justin's going to be joining us, and just you'll probably have a question about Stacey Augmon. I did talk to Stacey today, and I told him that what I would share with you is he's right in the middle of the NBA season. He's with the Denver Nuggets. He's really excited potentially about the opportunity. He's such a loyal guy. It's what he learned from Coach Gerd and Coach Tark about loyalty. He asked me, well, if I started, and he certainly has not made it, when would I have to start? And I knew where he was going with that. He wanted to know if he could complete the season. I said, yeah, if that's something you want to do, absolutely, you need to stay with the Nuggets to do that. So I don't know if Stacey's coming around. I know that'll be the next question. As I looked, and there are so many great former Rebels that are in here, so many of you are here, and so many are very, very capable. One of the first guys I thought about was Stacey Augmon, because I know how unbelievable it was to play with him. I mean, he was the player of the year before Larry got there, and then Stacey still did all the things and yet made way for Larry, and Larry became an unbelievable player, and Stacey just kept playing, and more importantly, he just kept winning. And so we're going to try on that one, but if it's not him, it'll be someone else. But I think the bottom line is, with the job that Leon Samansky and the Legends have done, Coach Kruger embracing the past, done a great job. We want to continue that and even take it to the next step. So again, we're excited about the future. It's important to these guys down here to know what's for them after they win championships, what's going to be for them when they become former players. Really, really important.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've ever seen you, and we've been watching you ever since you were here. We're a sport couple. So is this gonna stop, or are we gonna still,
You know, that's my wife and I, Mindy and I actually talked about it. I said, I wonder if there'll be a question about that. And I said, you know what, the bottom line is our guys have made a heck of a lot of shots with no coat on, so I'm thinking the coat might stay off.
Take it off.
Yes, sir.
I can't tell you how excited we are about you coming back to UNLV. What did you pick up working under Coach Rose and Fabulous University?
You know, it was a great experience for me. Coach Rose and I got to be really good friends when he was a coach at Dixie College, and I think we shared a very similar path in that he played for Phi Slama Jama, he played for Houston, and so I of course had the opportunity to play for Coach Tark, and so we both played in transition systems, and so we always felt like there's no reason to make 3 passes if you can shoot it after 2. There's no reason to make 2 passes if you can shoot it after 1. Now, one thing, we're going to push the ball, but we're never going to sacrifice shot selection. Okay, we're going to take good shots, and if I'm open, but Anthony has got a better shot, I'm going to pass it to Anthony, he's going to shoot the ball, because it's about trust and playing together. And I need to know coming down in the possession that it's really, really important that I don't feel like if I throw it, I'm never going to touch it again. And so I think this is an unselfish group. I told these guys last night, the thing that impressed me, and I'm really, really glad we don't have to break the pressure anymore, because you talk about a hard deal trying to play against these guys. But I think the thing about it is that these guys really care what the score is. And when you've got guys who care what the score is and who hate to lose, they'll make sacrifices. And these guys are willing to make sacrifices. We're excited about the future here.